But so I just breathed through everything. It was fine because I could still rest in between. I had practiced a lot with hypnobirthing, so I was able to just kind of put myself in a state where I wasn't really paying attention to anyone. I was just kind of really, really relaxed throughout my contractions, and I focused a lot on just relaxing my whole body every time a contraction came. So that helped a lot. And so basically I started my contractions around 3:30, and 9:30 I got an epidural. So that was 6.5 hours of labor without any medication. So I think that was pretty good. But anyway, 9:30 when they came in to give me the epidural, I think I was like 6 centimeters, five and a half, 6 centimeters dilated at that point. Once they gave me the epidural, they let me rest for a while, and around 11:30-ish, they came in and checked me, and I had progressed to 6.5 centimeters, and the baby's heart rate started going up and down and up and down. It would go down and then it would go up really quickly again. So they weren't really, really concerned, but they were just kind of like, what's going on, you know? The epidural was up, but it wasn't up high enough where I couldn't feel any contractions. I was still feeling contractions. It just kind of took the edge off. They were not even close to as painful as they were before. So I could still feel what was going on, but it wasn't as painful. And then they wanted to see if the baby, because of the heart rate dropping and everything, they wanted to see if the baby was like, there wasn't enough fluid in there with her. So they pumped fluid back in with the baby, but that didn't help at all. So they decided to turn me on my side. Well, I turned on my side, and as soon as they turned me on my side, I felt this extreme pressure, like I had to push really bad. And I told them, and they came and checked me, and I had gone to 10 centimeters. So I changed that quickly. I think it was just the turn that changed me, because I can automatically feel this strong pressure and need to push. So that was around 11:30 that all this was happening. I started pushing at 12 o'clock, and 2 hours later at 2:09 Maddie was born. So I pushed for 2 hours. I used a bar to push. I think they call it a birthing bar, with a towel, and I used that at first, and that worked okay for me, but it wasn't the greatest. And then they turned me on my side and had me try that way. I didn't like that either. So the way I pushed was I laid on my back, but it wasn't like flat. It was elevated like this, and I grabbed my under my knees with my arms like this, and held under my knee and pushed that way, and that worked best for me, and I got really good pushes. And then towards the end, instead of pushing with every contraction, they would have me push a contraction and wait through one contraction. And what's crazy is I didn't realize that this was going to happen, because I had never experienced actual birth before. But in between, like whenever I would push through a contraction, I had no pain. It felt good to push. It was awesome. But when I had to wait through a contraction, obviously I felt the contraction still, and it was painful. They had turned the epidural way down for me so that I could feel what was going on, and I could feel when I needed to push and all that. So I felt a lot, and I don't think I felt near what I would have, but I did feel quite a bit. and I did feel the ring of fire. And that wasn't fun, but yeah, so that was the only part about the pushing that wasn't fun, was the ring of fire. And I'm sure it would have been a lot worse if I didn't have an epidural. But anyway, so my husband was awesome through the whole thing. He was standing right by my side for the whole 2 hours. He didn't move. He stayed there the whole time. He was on one side of me and a nurse was on the other, and then I had another nurse coaching me. So it was awesome, and a really great experience. I hope all my other childbirths are like that, and I really wish that I would have looked into hospitals more before I had my first baby, so that I knew kind of what their standards were and that kind of thing. So that's my advice to all the new moms out there, or moms to be. Really do your homework and look into the hospitals, ask questions, and don't be afraid to tell them this is what you want and that's how it's going to be. So anyway, that's my birthing story, and I hope you guys have a really great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.